Hey everybody, welcome back to the program. Today we're going to be busting 5 vinyl myths, and here to help me is an expert, Chad Kassem. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for having me, man. It's a cool place.
Thank you so much. Before we get into the myths, I just want to give a brief overview of who you are and the company you founded and what you guys do over there.
Yeah, well, my name is Chad Kassem. We own Acoustic Sounds. And under that company is Analog Productions. That's our reissue label. So I have my own recording company that we record new artists, and that's called Analog Productions Originals. We also have our own pressing plant called Quality Record Pressings. We also have our plating department, and we also have our own studio called Blue Heaven Studios, which is a church. You know, we do recordings there and concerts. We also have a mastering facility, which is within the church. Then we have our own printing company that we can print the labels, the inserts.
Suffice to say, you are an expert in this field.
I'm not really an expert at anything. I have a good team of people that know a lot more than me to make the best quality records. Listen, I'm just a consumer. I'm just like you or the rest of the people that collect records. You know, I just want, what I want is to hear my records, my favorite records, sound better than they've ever sounded before. So I'm just really a collector. That's all I am. But yeah, I don't know if I'm an expert at anything.
I think, well, you're very humble. Compared to myself, I have virtually no knowledge, firsthand knowledge of record manufacturing. So I'm just eager to talk to you about a lot of these, I call them myths, but maybe they're more misconceptions that just have perpetuated over the years. When collectors talk to other collectors, you talk to dealers, or you just are on forums, you know what I mean? So I'm hoping that we can kind of sift through it, clear the air, so to speak, on some of these ideas.
Hey man, I'll talk records all day long, pal.
Love it.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's get into this.
All right.
Do black vinyl records sound better than clear or colored vinyl?
Well, black is a color.
Correct, yeah.
So the natural color of PVC, the vinyl, is this right here. It's a milky, clear, white. That's how it comes in its purest form. The black is a dye. It's carbon. They put carbon in there to make it black. Years back, the colors, they weren't as good as they are now. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
And so they had bad rap from back then.
I've heard it too, like prior to the internet, any color other than black often got a bad rap. And I think it's specifically because a seller would sell it as if it was a near mint record, but it's because the guy wasn't play testing it, and you can't really see the scratches as well in different colors. So I think that kind of gave it a reputation. You
know, now the place we buy our vinyl, they're doing lots of colors, and the guy that's in charge, he's the chemical engineer. He really cares about vinyl, you know, and then they've got it now to where I'd say it's right up with black. You know, I don't want to say it's better. You know, to really answer this question, you got to know, where did they get their vinyl?
Right.
Who's pressing it? But to me, my overall answer is colors are good. It's just the other variables that you don't know.
Right, like the glow in the dark.
Oh yeah, well
the sparkle, glitter.
Yeah, man, you start adding, like some people were putting people's ashes.
Yeah.
You know, you put some ashes in there, you start doing splatters, you start glow in the dark and water in it and stuff. All of that's just gonna it's not gonna be as good.
Main takeaway is it's less about the color and more about where it comes from. Does the one-step vinyl pressing process sound better than traditional methods?
You want to know the answer?
Please.
I'm not sure.
Oh, you're not sure?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I was not expecting that.
You ask a lot of plating engineers the same question. I mean, people that do this
for a living,
like every day for 30 years.
Yeah.
And that's the answer they'll give you.
Interesting. So if we can back up just a little bit.
Yeah, but basically the one step, the lacquer you cut is grooves. You can play it. Then you plate this and then you pull that apart. Now it's a father or a master. Well, that's what you're using to press into the vinyl. Well, when you use that just to go directly to pressing your vinyl, you only have one stamper. You see?
And they wear out.
And they wear out.
After like, what, 10,000?
Oh, no, probably 1,000.
Really?
Right. So if you do 3-step, so you have your father and you pull that apart now, that's a mother. You make another part and you pull that, that's your stamper. And that's what presses into the record. You can make many stampers from that mother. On a 1-step, after you've made your 1,000 records, if you're lucky, if you want to make another 1,000, you got to cut the record again. I haven't done extensive A-Bing.
It's hard.
That is what you call work, a lot of work. And we're making great 3-steps. If the people that are making 1-steps or selling them and the people that are buying them like them, then that's all that matters.
In theory, it sounds like there's going to be less degradation of a copy of a copy of a copy when it comes to analog.
Right.
In theory, but it's hard to prove it. Long story short, inconclusive.
The professionals I work with say they don't really notice or know that there is. And then there's other people that have stronger opinions that it ain't even as good.
Do records cut at 45 RPM sound better than records cut at 33 1/3?
Yes, that's easy.
That's interesting. Can you go into why?
The grooves, you're able to make them bigger. You know, it's not competing. The longer the side of a record is, the worse it sounds.
Right.
Like, if this record is 25 minutes long, and then you made that record 15 minutes long, even at 33, it's going to sound a whole lot better. I mean, all you really need to know, it does.
Right.
And is the difference good enough to you to spend extra money or to have to flip the record a few more times?
Right.
You know, now how much better? You know, and then does is that much better mean anything to you or not?
Do original pressings of albums always sound better than modern reissues?
No. Let's just say there's 10 different things. You know, you can have better bass, you better treble. Well, if you improve the bass, the treble is going to suffer. Every time you turn this knob, something over here suffers. Something over here gets better. You can always find a few things, maybe, like if there's 10 different things, there might be 2 things on the original you tend to like better, or you tend to gravitate to, and you're forgetting these other 8 things. We can't always beat all 10 things.
Yeah.
And maybe the things that we didn't beat are the things you like. What about your system? What if your system's ultra bright? And then our record's really bright, then it's way too bright.
Yeah.
Or if your system's dull and our album comes out bright, it may be a good match. We all like different things. So some of this is subjective, but some of it just ain't.
Do you always have to clean a new vinyl record before playing it?
It can benefit by cleaning even a new record. But, you know, depending on the pressing plant is how much it can benefit. If you buy a record that was pressed at RTI or Quality Record Pressings, you know, our place is very clean. So you're going to have a really clean record that really doesn't need to be cleaned. Now, even at QRP, our pressing plant, if you put that in a Claudio, which is awesome ultrasonic record cleaner, it will improve it, even if it's just a static. It'll make sure there's no static on it. Even though there's little, now these other cleaners that have brushes that rub the records and stuff.
Physically touching the record.
Yeah, then I wouldn't do that to a brand new record. Personally.
Yeah, maybe instead just do like a light dusting.
Yeah, I like the carbon fiber brush,
Thank you so much for hanging out and answering all these questions.
All right, really dude. Appreciate it. I like the whole scene, man. Is really sets you in the vibe. It's very, you know, it brings you back to a time, man, a simpler time that, you know, I bought a mid-century modern house and I'm, you know, buying all the, you know, Herman Miller, the Flat Edge, George Nelson stuff.
Beautiful. That sounds great. All right. Well, definitely subscribe to their channel.
Yeah, it's Acoustic Sounds. And then also we have an email newsletter where we email like all the titles, what's coming out. So you can subscribe to the email newsletter.
Pre-order.
Yeah, pre-order.
Okay.
And then also the YouTube. So to get all the information, you do both, and you know, you're really up to date. If you want to know about the latest releases, what's just coming out, this, that, and the other.
Well, again, thank you for coming on by. I really appreciate it. Learned a lot.
All right, thank you, man.
All right, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm your Vinyl Geek, and I'll catch you on the flip side.